in a balanced way so that I could sustain it. So that's one of the things that I have been doing wrong. My mindset has not been right, but listen, y'all, I am a work in progress. I'm getting there. Well, hey guys, it's your girl Ashley and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. So in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys a fitness update. I have not filmed any type of fitness videos in a long time. So if you're new to my channel, when I first started my channel out, it started out with all fitness videos. So go back and check some of those videos out. I'll tag them up here somewhere. But anyway, so it's been a long time coming. I am back on my grind when it comes to my fitness, and I just kind of wanted to share with you guys all of the things that I've noticed that I've been doing right and all of the things that I have noticed that I've been doing wrong that is not producing the results that I want to have. So before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, how your fitness journey is going, and, let's just get right into this video. All right, guys, so I'm going to be providing you with 10 tips, 5 things that I have noticed that I've been doing right, and 5 things that I have noticed that I've been doing wrong. And hopefully these tips will help you, because me actually writing them down and kind of understanding them, they will help me. I'm also going to show you guys some pics and videos. I'll insert some different clips in here so you can kind of see my progress. So before we get into my 10 tips, I kind of want to give you a quick backstory. So if you follow my channel, then you know a couple of weeks ago, I went to Cabo for about 5 days with my girlfriends for a birthday trip. So 2 months prior to the trip was October the 1st through the 5th. So 2 months prior to that, I kind of was like, you know what, I need to get serious. I have plateaued, I'm not seeing any results, and I can't go to Cabo looking like this. So I went into this whole I'm gonna dedicate 2 months to get in my body at least somewhat presentable to be in a 2-piece swimsuit. I'm going to insert some photos of the results of my Cabo. I'm going to insert some clips of me in a 2-piece and how my body ended up coming out. It was not exactly what I wanted. I was definitely not down to where I wanted to be, but whatever, it was good enough for the trip. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. So that's the backstory. The results that you're seeing on this video is a result of me changing my eating habits and working out for about 2 months, and then this was the end result. All right, so tip number 1, this is one of the things that I changed, and I noticed that it helped out a lot: meal prepping. So once I started this journey, or I committed to this 2-month thing, I started to meal prep. But I was only really meal prepping and actually following through with it at work. So I would meal prep, and then I would take my my food to work, and I would eat the food that I was supposed to eat. So I was meal prepping grilled chicken, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, salads, that type of thing. And it worked. At work, I was able to have enough fuel to get through my workout, and I didn't I wasn't tempted to want to eat fast food at work, because my food was there. It was easy for me to just go straight to the fridge and get it. So tip number 1 is going to be meal prepping. You have to prepare your food, because most of the time when we get off track, it's because we don't have any food prepared. So meal prepping. Tip number 2, consistently working out. That was one of the things that I was doing right. So at my job, they kind of allot us about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and they're pretty lenient with it to work out. So I would pack my gym clothes and I would work out at work pretty much every day, unless there was some type of meeting I had going on or whatever that I just couldn't get to the gym. But aside from that, I had my gym bag, I packed it, and I would normally leave work at about 10:45, go to the gym on base, and then be done by about 12:30, about 12:30, and then I would have about 30 minutes to shower, and then still be able to eat my food or whatever I needed to do at my desk or whatever. So working out consistently, I had that down. That was helping me produce the results that I wanted to. So that was the second thing that I found that I was doing correctly. The third thing is incorporating cardio or some type of walking in the afternoon. So when I would go to the gym on my lunch break, I would lift heavy. I would do all of my weight training. When I would go home in the afternoon, I would like walk 3 miles or run 3 miles with my husband. And so that was something that I was consistently doing. And the cardio is always going to help you. The strength training is going to help you, you know, burn calories and kind of sculpt your body. But the cardio, it does help you burn fat. You can burn fat, you probably burn more fat strength training, but you need that cardio, especially if you're trying to lose weight. If you're small and you're trying to gain weight, you want to stay away from cardio, and you definitely want to lift heavy. But for me, I was trying to lean down, so I needed to weight train, but I also needed that cardio. So I did find myself consistently doing the cardio or some type of like walking in the neighborhood. So that's always going to be good for you to incorporate strength training and cardio, which both I was doing. The fourth thing that I'm going to say that I found helps me and that I was doing consistently was I was weighing myself weekly. So in order to know your progress, you have to consistently weigh yourself, not weigh yourself every day, because there's not going to be a change every day. But if you weigh in on Sunday, that following Sunday, you need to weigh back in to see, okay, I've lost a pound or a half. And it also lets you know if you are sticking to the plan and if the plan is working. So if I'm on for, you know, the first week, I say I'm meal prepping these type of meals and this is what I'm gonna eat all week. And I stick to that. And when I weigh in the following Sunday, if my weight has dropped, then I know, okay, this is something that I can consistently stick with. I know this is what's gonna allow me to see the results that I wanna see. And in the same token, if you are, you know, you come up with a plan, you weighed yourself Sunday, and then you weighed yourself the following Sunday and your weight is up, then you know something is not right here with this plan that I've come up with, especially if you are doing it yourself and you don't have like a nutritionist on board. So that would allow you to tweak some things in your regimen in order to see the results that you want to receive. So weighing yourself on a weekly basis is super important, and it was one of the things that helped me kind of tweak and like, okay, I'm on track, I'm off track, let me get back on track type deal. The last thing is going to be my water intake. So my water intake, it's going on the things that I did right and the things that I did wrong list. And I'll talk about that under the wrong list. So this is my bottle that one of my girlfriends got me. Thank you, Liz, for this bottle. And I make sure that I fill this bottle up every morning before I go to work. When I'm at work, this is 64 ounces. So this is half of a gallon. Technically, I should be trying to consume a full gallon every day. So ideally, I would fill this bottle up and then I would get through this whole bottle during my work day. And then when I get home, I would fill it up again and I would try to get through it before I go to sleep at night. So I was doing the right thing by filling it up and getting through my bottle during the work day. But whenever we get to the wrong, which we're about to get into, I'll tell you what I was doing wrong. So consistently doing that, I had no problem filling my bottle up, drinking all my water when I was at work. That's super important because we carry so much extra like water weight. And so you feel like, okay, and depending on what you're eating, if you eat a lot of salty foods or you eat foods that are not prepared by you, so you don't know how much sodium content is in those foods, you're probably holding on to extra water weight that you don't even think. So you're doing all of this exercise or whatever you're doing, but you are still feeling fluffy or you still feel a little swollen or you don't feel as lean. It's because you are not drinking enough water. You have to get that water intake in to get that water to get those toxins out, as well as to just shed that extra water weight, which is going to give you that lean appearance. I'm going to insert a photo of when I did my bodybuilding competition. And as much as I was like lifting weights and all of that stuff, and that's how I like got super in shape or lean, there was like a whole water protocol that we did. And even not towards the end of it, we like drank a lot of water and, you know, didn't drink it. And that's how you kind of get that lean appearance. But even before that, just throughout the whole time that I was training, we had to drink like a gallon of water a day. That's super important. So now let's move on to the wrong. So the first thing that I was doing wrong that I noticed, and I know it's the reason why I didn't look as lean in some of these photos that I would have liked to, is because, like I said, I would drink 64 ounces at work, no problem. But when I would get home, I might would have a bottle of water before I went to sleep. That's just like unacceptable. If I would have been drinking a gallon, I definitely think that I would have looked a lot different than what I did, just based off of my water intake. So tip number 7, and this is under my room, accountability partner. So I didn't have an accountability partner throughout this 2-month little tincture that I was doing. And because I didn't have it, there was some days where if I didn't feel like working out or I was tired, I wouldn't work out. And it wasn't a big deal because I had nobody holding me accountable. So having an accountability partner is super important. The flip side to that is having the right accountability partner. So if your goals don't match up, let's say I am working out with somebody who wants to gain weight, so like somebody that's a lot smaller than me, and all they want to do is like weight train, that's it. It's going to be hard for us to be accountable to each other. I mean, granted, we could weight train, but when it comes to me needing someone to push me to do that cardio, which is super hard. Like, it's easy for me to go into the gym and weight train. I can do that all day. But then when you talk about, okay, you got to weight train for an hour, and then you got to do cardio for 45 minutes after that, I need an accountability partner that's going to push me to say, look, we got to get through this workout. So ideally, like when I was doing my competition, inserts photo here of me and Stephanie, we did it together. And although we were doing two different, oh my gosh, I cannot think of it. Anyways, she was doing 2 different categories. That's what it is. She was doing bikini, I was doing figure, but we were each other's accountability partner, and we trained together because we both still had to do cardio. So we would strength train together, and our trainer would have us do some things that was different, but at the end of the day, we both were required to do 30 minutes of cardio after every workout. So if I didn't feel like working out, Stephanie was there to push me. An accountability partner that has my same goals right now is something that I'm lacking. So that is something that is hurting me, in my opinion, because it would be so much easier if I had someone with the same goals that would push me on the days that I didn't want to, or, you know, made sure that I got the cardio in. So super important, find your accountability partner. All right, something else that I have been doing wrong, terribly wrong, eating fast food like 3 times a week. So if you guys follow me, especially on my Instagram, you know my son is super active. So on Mondays, he has karate after he gets from like after school care. On Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, he has mathnasium, and then on Thursdays he also has karate. So mathnasium and karate on Thursdays. On Saturday he has swim. So his mathnasium and his karate is in the same shopping center, and that shopping center has a Chick-fil-A. My son loves Chick-fil-A, and it has a Raising Cane's across the street, and I love Raising Cane's. So when I've been at work all day, I leave work, I go pick up Camden from his aftercare, and we may have about 15 minutes for him to go change into his karate clothes, or sometimes we go straight from aftercare straight to karate or straight to mathnasium. And then he has karate from 5 to 5:45. Mathnasium is from 5:30 to 6:30. And then on Thursdays, it's from 6 to 7. So by the time we're done with all of that, I'm not going home cooking. And even if I do have something meal prepped, I probably didn't have such a long day, and I'm like, I don't feel like eating that. That just goes back to that emotional eating. Food just makes us happy. So you want to go to the unhealthy stuff because it's going to taste good, it's going to make you feel good. So after a long day, of course, Camden is like, Mom, can I get Chick-fil-A? And I'm just going to go ahead and get Chick-fil-A with him, or I'll wait for him while he does mathnasium. So I wait an hour while he does Math Academy, and then during that time I may just go across the street and get me some Raising Cane's. So not only is it hurting my pockets because there's no reason we should be eating out 3 times a week, but it's also helping me, it's hurting me on my fitness journey. So that's just me being super transparent. My life gets so busy sometimes in the afternoon that sometimes I will eat fast food 3 times a week, 4 times sometimes. So yeah. All right, next tip, lifestyle change versus something as a goal. So a lot of times we want to kind of crash diet, or we set a goal like me, I'm guilty. I was going on this birthday trip, so I said, okay, I'm gonna give myself 2 months to get myself into the best shape of my life just for this trip. And then after the trip is over, we go back to our old eating habits. So that's something that we really need to change and work on. That's something that I'm doing wrong. I need to get back into making, especially the nutritional side of it, because the working out part, that is a lifestyle for me. Like, I work out. There's no, oh, I need to consistently work out. I can do that in my sleep. It's the eating part, which is the most important part, that I need to make into a lifestyle instead of doing these, not crash diets, because I don't crash diet, but I will say, okay, December is coming up. James and I are going to Cancun. So today is Sunday. Tomorrow, I actually said, me and my coworker said, okay, Monday we getting serious, we getting back to it. So James is about to put some chicken on the grill, so I'm gonna meal prep that for the week or the next couple of days. I'll take that to work or whatever. But in my mind, I've already said, okay, I'm going to do this because we're going to Cancun in December. But that shouldn't be the mindset. The mindset should be, I need to find some type of healthy way to incorporate eating healthy as well as eating for enjoyment, but do it in a balanced way so that I can sustain it. So that's one of the things that I have been doing wrong. My mindset has not been right, but listen, y'all, I am a work in progress. I'm getting there. We're all getting there. That's why I'm doing this video, so that we can acknowledge what we are doing wrong, write it down, and identify the changes that you need to make. The last thing that I have been doing wrong is I have not been weighing my food. Again, when I was in the best shape of my life, when I was training for my competition, I weighed every meal. I haven't been doing that. And what that does is we kind of want to eyeball it, or when you don't weigh your food, you just kind of put it on a plate. And even if it's healthy, too much healthy could still be bad. So if you are eating, you say I'm gonna eat white rice, okay, that's healthy, depending on how much, what the portion size is, how much it weighs. If you eat a pound of white rice, then no, you need to eat so many ounces. So same thing with even vegetables. Like, you can eat a ton of vegetables, but if it takes you over your macros or your calories or whatever you're counting or whatever your goals are, then it can be unhealthy. So yeah, that's it. I think I went through my little 10 tips. I hope these were helpful for you guys. Again, guys, this is a lifestyle thing. I'm a work in progress. I know you guys are a work in progress as well. Don't beat yourself up, but definitely write down your goals, write down the things that you can identify that I'm doing these things right. These are the things I need to kind of stick to. These are the things that I'm doing wrong. This is what I need to put my energy into to try to tweak or change these things. So as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into this video. Drop me some comments. Let me know how, your journey is going. And I promise you guys, I am going to start uploading more of my at-home workouts, because when I did mine, I uploaded a workout with me type in the gym video, and it didn't do well. So I don't know if it's because a lot of my followers don't work out as heavy as I do in the gym, because my fitness videos that I uploaded where I was working out at home, they did very well. So now that we have like gym equipment in my garage and I have been working out, I'm definitely going to start to try to record more of those. So be on the lookout for my fitness videos. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.